Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Simon and this is Bret.
Hello.
And today we're going to be taking another look at the DC Comics Lil Bombshells Series 3 final figures that I bought from Poundland. Now we've opened 4 of these already in a previous video, but I went out the other day because I just come back from an auction. And on my way home I stopped off in 2 Poundlands to have a look if I can get some more of these. The first Poundland I went to did have them, but somebody had taken their time to sit on the floor and open every single one of them. So I didn't bother getting them from there. So I had to go to a second Poundland where I found them again and they were all sealed up. So I've picked up a few again this time. This one's one that we had from last time, which was my favourite. This is Batman. So I'll tell you again what's available and then we'll start taking a look at what's there. So you could get Harley Quinn, Starfire, Barda, Batman, Ravager, Raven, Joker, Power Girl, Stargirl, Superman and 2 mystery figures. Now if you watched the previous video you would know that I was after the Joker and Batman, and Bret said he would like a mystery figure and
Superman.
And what we ended up with was Batman, Starfire, Stargirl and Raven. So let's have a look at what we've got this time. What do you think? Do you think you're going to get Superman this time?
Probably not.
Are you sure?
We did, didn't we?
I've just opened this tin and that's the first thing I've seen.
That's brilliant. You had your pick last time, now I get my pick.
Right.
And where's the
here,
cape?
he hasn't got one. Do you know what he's actually reminded me of?
The original
No.
comic?
No.
Then what?
Have you ever seen the old films or TV shows where they show up very old carnivals and they have like the strong man?
Yeah.
And the strong man's always there and he's supposed to be lifting these massive weights and stuff like that. This makes me think of that because he's got his big muscular body, got the 2 weights saying £1,000, which is what they used to do back then.
And
Quite
also,
often when they used to have these really big strong men lifting the massive weights with the really impressive numbers on there.
they also had the moustache.
They did also have the moustache, but do you know what was in the difference between the weights and if you tried to do it properly?
One would probably be heavier.
Yeah, most of the time they weren't actually lifting what they said they were lifting. I expect Superman is though. But he's got nice details again like the last lot had. He's got no paint splashes really. There's a little mark here, can you see that? But you'll be picky to pick out that and worry about it, wouldn't you?
Pretty much.
He's got, again like Batman, which I said about the other ones, the women had small bodies and slightly larger heads, so the heads were a bit over proportioned. But Batman and Superman, their heads aren't too much bigger than their actual body, so the proportions aren't too bad. But he's got some nice detail on the S on his shirt and on his boots. Yeah, and again, like I said before, they're not top heavy and they're quite sturdy, so they're not going to fall down when you put them on a shelf or anything.
And also there's also details on the hair.
Yeah, the little lines going on the hair. Don't know if I turn that forwards, whether that camera would pick that up or not. But yeah, they're only small lines, but it makes it look like he's combed his hair. So did you like that one?
Yeah.
Right.
That's definitely going to go on a shelf of amazing things.
Your shelf?
Yes.
Not my shelf.
No.
Are you sure?
Your shelf was Batman.
I have loads of stuff on my shelves.
You don't want another movie.
Do you want one each?
No, wait. Yeah, 2?
We've got 2. The second one is Superman again.
Are you joking?
Oh, I'm not. Like, that's the thing you run the risk of doing this with blind bags, is getting more than one.
Out of any of the things I would have thought we should have had another one of, I thought it would have been the other ones that we had.
What, the girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Not ones that I chose.
This one,
Which means mine popular.
if you look, see the mark was on the first one, on the dumbbell, and there's not one on here, so the paint's already better. I'm not sure if that's a trick of my eye or whether the face is slightly different colour, but it might be a trick of my eyes.
It's a trick of your eyes, my eyes don't see it.
You've got younger eyes than me, don't you? But, yeah.
And now which one's going on my shelf?
What, the one with the mark on it?
No, the one without. You have that one.
Alright, let's go for number 3.
Finally, someone that isn't Superman now.
That's the thing with me and Bret. My favourite superhero for DC is Batman, and it always has been. Second would be Superman, but with Bret, his favourite is Superman, and he tells me he absolutely hates Batman.
Batman's probably the bottom of my list. Like rock bomb on a different list of who I dislike the most.
So this one is Ravager, like a pirate. And again, actually she's got very nice details on her boots. Like you can see the buckles, and on the inside there's some fine details on the inside of her boots. And just down, I suppose, on the suspender strap, there's a couple of bits of details on that. On the sides of her hair where it's like braided, you can see the hair ties in there. The sword's pretty nice looking. I like this one. And the glove as well, there's tiny details on the glove. Now I'm going to ask the lovely assistant on the camera if she can zoom in just around here. Can you get that? Because, can you see the lines they've put into the chest piece?
Yes.
They've put loads of details into these. And I think they're really nicely done, these. And for £1, like, the details that are in it for that price, I think is really, really good.
That is a good question.
What's that?
Do you think they were painted by hand or by machine? Or by a steadily person just painting it carefully?
That would still be by hand.
Yeah, but with a sort of thing over the top of it to stop it from going anywhere else.
Honestly, I wouldn't like to say.
I'm going to assume it might be that last one where they have sort of like a piece of paper over the top of it so the paint doesn't go anywhere else except where it's supposed to.
Right, let's open up the last one, which is Bardo. And again, she's got some very nice detail on her. The paint is really good on these. The only thing that I've had so far is really the little mark that's on the dumbbell on Superman, but that's nothing really. Like, there's no big blobs you got on the face or on the legs or anywhere else. It's like they've kept really close to the lines of where they needed to be, and I am impressed with these. I do like them.
I'm gonna assume I know what she's supposed to be. Policewoman.
Really?
More or less.
Okay.
Maybe. It's the hat.
Doesn't look like a police hat to me. But
Oh,
I gotta be honest with you, this character is somebody I'm not really that familiar with. So what we could do is we could look at that on later on if you want to.
I actually also think it might be a policewoman because of, if you look, she has a sort of band in gold.
Okay, like I said, I'm not very familiar with her, so we'll look her up later on, shall we?
Right.
That's a good thing about these things, because there's somebody you've not heard of. You might look at that and go, I wonder who she is, and then you'll start wanting to look at the old comics. Not the new comics, obviously, but you'll want to look at the old comics. I'm not very impressed with the way that modern comics are anymore, but we could always look that up for you. But yeah, so this is the ones we've got today. Do you want to get some more?
Yeah.
Alright?
I get one of those mystery ones next time. There are 2 of them.
Well, as long as they're not from the one where somebody sat down opening every packet, you might have a chance. But like, if you want to see some more of these, I'll go out again, I'll get some more, and we'll be doing other things. We're not just going to be doing unboxings. I've got a video coming up soon on some things I've bought from auction, so if you're into video games, that might be one you want to look at. So for now, I thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope you'll join us again. So bye.
Bye.